prototype swoop engine accelerator with you? I was beginning to wonder if you would make it. The race is tomorrow, and my mechanics need time to install the prototype into the swoop engine of our bike. Don't worry. I'm a man of my word. I promised you could ride in the swoop race under the Hiddenbeck banner, and I'm still going to let you do that. And I'm even going to go one better. I'm going to let you ride the swoop bike with the prototype accelerator installed on it. Without it, you won't stand a chance.
Gaddon, you can't be serious. We need one of our best riders on that bike. We can't let some rookie take the prototype engine into the race.
I have to be honest with you. There's a reason I'm letting you take the prototype engine. The accelerator isn't stable. There's a good chance it could explode during the race. I can't ask one of my own riders to take the risk. They'll be running unmodified swoops in the race. You'll be the only one using the prototype. If you can complete the track before the accelerator overheats, then you'll win for the Becks. If you die, then one of my other riders could still come through for me. You don't get to be leader of a swoop gang if you don't know how to work all the angles. You can stay here tonight. The mechanics need time to install the accelerator on the engine, so you won't be able to practice your riding. But I've got good instincts, and you have the look of a racer about you. Just try to relax, and in the morning we'll take you to the swoop track.
Kuyami Juskuna Chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Undi hodonga chihonkabi. Jawana bota ayuat tahonga chakanki dora. Kachiku ita hodonga. Topada bungwalia gando donano chuchu. Rusha papampa. Bola wana chitne. Baruli slemo boda wanga kunbes mulira rabes. Chiska du suki guba na bona na gachu. Abtu inkotu. Topada bungwalia gando nano chuchu. Kabachi kuita hodonga. Yala mo inkapung. Jilowa mulira ni bobo. Wango kumbes kakang. Bamama rulira. Kuyami Juskuna Chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Undi hodonga chihonkabi. Uba batu koji. Tong nong bong chong nung yang. Tong kadok smakdelia.
Tuftadan Elva, Oithidan Elva, Untuflan Fandigo Elva, Oithidan Elva van Inuga Elva, Kolonduf Ivan Webur, Papoelta, Tuoda, Elmotun Furti Nipirongan Ikelva, Benau Porditufta, She endured it out. And really good. The other two.
La boda ni winkis matoma. Wana kumbes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Uba batu koji. Tong nong bong chong nung yang. Tong katok smakdelia.
Untuflan Fandigo Elva, Oithidan Elva van Inuga Elva. He anfallen Urisa Dufina Andevat, when Bundas, Tuoda. Tuntutlapan nivokelpa, oisidan kelpa inokan kelpa. Kolondus ifan reput, uftakel kis. Ja pundas kis. Pundas dar kelpa. Uftakel kis. Pundas dar kelpa. Papuelta. Ja pundas. Lippar ufta. Kolondus ifan reput, ikel irimo. Tenfut iporavan.
La boda ni rukis matoma. Wana kupes jingha marulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Undi hadonga chikon kapi. Uba patu kochi. Tong nong bong shang nung yang. Tong katok smakdelia.
She appeared to. She enjoyed it out. And Raji good. And he began Bolivia. And now for the Tufta. For you. Tufta dan kelpa. Polisi dan kelpa. Tuntutlapan nivo kelpa. Polisi dan kelpa. Panino dan kelpa.
Uba patu kochi. Tong nong bong shang nung yang. Tong katok smakdelia. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Slimo patona. Undi hadonga chikon kapi. Chiska du suki kuba na bona na gachu. Abtuin kotu. Toka da bunkwalya gando nago juju. Kabachi kuita hadonga. Yala mo inkapun. Jiloba mulira ni bobo. Wago kupes kakang. Bama marulira. Yatuka uwan kinkuna ba mulira. Rachikun. Mucha shakpangpa.
People, hear me! Before I present the so-called champion of the Becks with their prize, there is something you must know. The winning rider cheated! Your swoop bike was using a prototype accelerator. Clearly an unfair advantage. Because of this hidden Beck treachery, I'm withdrawing the Vulca's share of the victory prize.
Jawana bota ayuat tahonga chakanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topa da bunkwalya gando do nago chuchu. Musha papangpa. Bola wana chitne. Bamuli slemo boda wanga kunbes mulira rabes.
Fool! Your traditions are nothing to me. I am the wave of the future. If I want to withdraw the prize and sell this woman on the slave market myself, nobody can stop me.
I might have something to say about that, Brejik.
What? Impossible. You were restrained by a neural disruptor. How could you have possibly summoned the will to free yourself?
You underestimate the strength of a Jedi's mind, Brejik. A mistake you won't live to regret.
Vulcus, to me! Kill this woman! Kill the swoop rider! Kill them all!
Well, maybe those bloody Vulkars will think twice next time before trying to keep a Jedi prisoner. And as for you, if you think you can collect me as a prize... Wait, I don't believe this. You're one of the soldiers with the Republic fleet, aren't you? Yes, I'm sure of it. How did you end up racing for these swoop gangs? Save me. Is that what you were trying to accomplish by riding in that swoop race? Well, as far as rescues go, this is a pretty poor example. In case you hadn't noticed, I managed to free myself from that neural restraint collar without your help. In fact, it's more accurate to say that I saved you. Brejik and his Vulkars would have left you for dead if I hadn't stepped into that fight. You're lucky I was here to get you out of this mess. Carth Onasi is alive. Finally, some good news. Carth is one of the Republic's best soldiers. He's proved himself a hero a dozen times over. And he sent you here to save me. Maybe I misjudged you. Carth wouldn't have sent you if he wasn't confident in your abilities. Forgive me. Despite my Jedi training, I still tend to act a bit rashly sometimes. Please, take me to Carth right away. Between the three of us, I'm sure we can figure out some way to get off this planet before the Sith realize we're here. You cannot win, Revan.
Bastila, you're alive! Finally, things are looking up. Now we just need to figure out a way to get off this planet.
You mean you don't have a plan to get off Taris yet? What have you been doing all this time? I see. Now that I'm back in charge of this mission, perhaps we can start doing things properly. Hopefully our escape from Taris will go more smoothly than when you rescued me from Brejik.
I know you're new at this, Bastila, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real issues here.
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Carth. I am a member of the Jedi Order, and this is my mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war, and it will serve us well here, I'm sure.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will.
Yes, you're right, of course. I apologize, Carth. This has been a difficult time for me. Of course, I'm happy to listen to your advice. What do you suggest we do?
First off, we can't get hung up on who's in charge. We all need to work together if we want to get off this rock. The answer is out there, we just have to find it.
Well said, Carth. And the sooner we start looking, the better. I've already been a prisoner of the Vulkars, and I don't plan on being captured by the Sith. I think we'll need some help getting off Taris. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. We should probably start by asking around in the cantinas. Is something wrong? You seem as if something's troubling you. A vision? A vision of what? It's strange. Such visions are often a sign of Force sensitivity. I'm not sure. It may be that you have some connection to the Force. It would not be unheard of. When we first met, your natural talent may have fed off my own Force abilities. It is possible that in the excitement of the battle's aftermath, the Force allowed you to witness one of my more intense memories. The Force is complicated. Even I, with all my training, cannot fully understand it yet. This is a matter best left to the wise masters of the Jedi Council. Once we escape Taris, we can seek the guidance of the Council if you wish. They will understand the significance of your vision, if there is any. However, I think it would be best if we all stayed focused on the task at hand right now. We can't afford any distractions. We need to find a way off Taris.
Yin kin kun no ba mulira chin kun. Tong hai tun kun ching. Ni bobo mata ni punaje. Dolpi kiknyunyan. Rundi haudonga kuhungabi. Wana kunbes. Chink palamul tong king ba na kongkek. Tung ting ta chun kun nek mulira best. Takum justak miki grabal mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando da nago chuchut. Moga shampungpa. Bulawan na chikni. Pamul slik mo poda na wanga kun bist mulira best. Tong ay tuam jiji yumalith pa ang yinkotu. Tulpada bunk walya gando da nago chuchut. Kachi chu ay thaudonga. Yumalith ka inkotun. Chilo mulira dene bobo. Unka kun biskang. Bamulara. Shagjikin lord chawata uma? Kava volpa mulji kumana. King kun shachi king, ni king kun oba mulira jikun? Wama kun bes, chin palamuji. Tunira nu prata dunko, sercha domandoma?
What can I do?
Uh-huh.
Yes?
Bastila, I was wondering something. How did those Vulkars manage to capture a famous Jedi like you? Were you knocked out when your escape pod crashed?
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the Ender Spire. Without my help, you might have never gotten off the ship alive.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action. There's no way those thugs could have stood a chance against your lightsaber.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that pod. The Vulkars came and overwhelmed me even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? I mean, isn't that a violation of some kind of Jedi code or something?
This is no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat. The Vulkars probably found it there when they searched the wreckage.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just funny to think of a legendary Jedi losing her lightsaber. Take my advice. This is one detail you might want to keep out of the history texts.
I hardly consider myself a legend, Carth. Though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every detail of what transpired. How can I help? I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taurus. I'm curious as to what you and Karth were doing before we all joined forces. Yes, I realize that, of course. But surely there was more to it than a simple search. I doubt there were flashing signs pointing you in my direction. Yet somehow you found me. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulcan prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taurus Swoop champion. That's quite a resume. Your modesty is admirable. But though others helped, you were the catalyst for these events. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. A Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force. The Force is in all of us, though for most people it's barely a measurable whisper. But there are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force-sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success, though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is... I'm sorry. I've overstepped my authority. I'm speaking of things that are best left to the Jedi Council. For now, let's just accept the fact that you're gifted. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
I saw you in the swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for. My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the Exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for them. And I have nothing better to do. Mandalorian mercs like me are in high demand. But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet. I've got a plan to escape Taris, but I can't do it alone. I need someone I know can get the job done to help me. That's where you come in.
Careful. Mercs like this haven't a lick of conscience. They'll betray you in a heartbeat. This could be a trap.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your friend, aren't I? I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking, anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military base. I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any ship leaving the atmosphere will be disintegrated by the Sith fleet's automated defense guns. Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the planet. Davik's flagship, the Ebon Hawk. Not yet. First you bring me the launch codes. Then I'll tell you the rest of my plan. Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it. Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that. Davik was having one custom built by Janice Nall. Just tell her Canderous sent you, and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base. Normally I'd do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base, they'd send an army down on Davik's estate to get those codes back. That's why I need you.
I don't sense any deception from him, which is surprising. This may be exactly what we need.
I'm going to wait in Javiyar's cantina. You come and find me when you've got those launch codes, and I'll make sure we both get off this rock.